Hello my wafflers! Today is Thursday and what a magic Thursday it has been indeed. Very busy of course as usual, and of course Easter has come and gone and we had an absolute cracker of an Easter, I have to say. We had a lot of fun. The Easter egg hunt of course that we had in the backyard with Maxwell and Stinky, although I have to say it wasn't much of a hunt this year because where I live, I have got a bit of a possum problem at the moment. So I was very concerned about the possums eating all the Easter eggs and chocolate bunnies that the Easter bunny had left for Maxwell and Stinky, and of course for his brother and sister. I was very concerned about that indeed. So I was up very early, I have to say, keeping an eye on those goodies that the Easter bunny had left, because I was very concerned that those wretched possums were going to eat the chocolate eggs. And what a disaster that would have been when poor little Maxwell and Stinky woke up and saw that the possums had eaten their wonderful Easter goodies. And I heard some scurrying about on the rooftop. I saw a couple of them in one of the trees. I have a beautiful oak tree in my garden, and I saw two, I think it was, up there, but I think they didn't come any closer because they saw me sitting on my back deck. So thankfully I was able to keep an eye out so those wretched possums didn't eat the Easter goodies that the Easter bunny left. Although I have to say I was extremely tired because I sat there and I watched the sun come up. A few of you are probably wondering, Mrs. Wiffle Waffle, why on earth did you just tell the Easter bunny to leave the chocolate eggs in the house? But it's a bit of a tradition in my family. We like them left in the back garden, and then of course it's fun to look for them. Although as I said, most of them ended up on the back deck because of our possum problem. Well, we had a marvellous Easter, and of course we had a wonderful Easter lunch on Easter Sunday. We had a marvellous leg of roast lamb, which was quite delicious, and of course the traditional hot cross buns. Although I'm thinking maybe next year I might do something different, I think. I'm getting a little bit tired of hot cross buns, although I know they are very tasty. I'm thinking I might do something a little bit different. And of course we did our usual thing, which is baking Easter biscuits and hanging them on our Easter branch. I have a beautiful vase full of some wonderful apple branches from my magic apple tree that I have growing in my back garden, and of course we hung our Easter cookies on those wonderful apple branches, and it does look very pretty indeed. Oh, you're going to make yourself sick, Stinky, if you have any more. You can't help it, it's so delicious. Yes, it is rather delicious, I know, Stinky, but I think you've had quite enough. You've got loads of eggs left over. Yes, I'm sure you have. We seem to get an awful lot. I think the Easter bunny's lost his mind. He was a bit over the top this year. You have a feeling I had something to do with it? Yes, well I did put a rather large list in for lots of Easter eggs and bunnies, I have to say. Well, back in time everyone for the book review of course. And yes, we're still carrying on about Easter eggs. I'm going to pop this down here just for the moment. I'll just pop it there, it's all right there. Easter's galore. We had a marvellous Easter day, of course, a wonderful long Easter lunch. We had a roast, which was absolutely delicious, hot cross buns as well, and of course, chocolate, and more chocolate. So I hope everyone out there had a wonderful Easter. I hope you had a fabulous day, because we certainly didn't we, Stinky? Yes, we did very much. Well, waffling on just a bit, so let's crack on with today's book review, which is called Ducks Away by Mem Fox. And thank you, Stinky dear. Well, Ducks Away and Mem Fox, what have I got to say about this book? What do you think I'm going to say? You hate to think. Yes, well, I can have to say, what can I say? Well, it's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. You knew I was going to say that. Yes, well, it's a shocking book, I have to say. Ducks Away. Well, what happens with Ducks Away? Well, it's very simple. So simple, my dear ones, that it's a non-story, I'm afraid. It's about 5 little ducks who follow Mother Duck, of course, waddling along, quacking away. They come to a bridge. One topples over and then of course more topple over, and so on until the last little duck topples in. And then of course we've got mother duck there who's freaking out a bit, and of course she topples in as well. And of course, what's all the fuss? Because that's what ducks do, don't they, Stinky? Ducks swim, of course they swim. They're born for the water, they're meant to be in the water. So of course what the big deal was all about, I do not know. But anyway, that is pretty much it. The baby ducks follow their mother, and of course they end up all falling into the water down below. So there's nothing much to this book at all. There's some bright illustrations, I suppose, and a rhyme here and there, but once again a very disappointing book and a non-story. Now I suppose some of you are probably thinking, oh dear, Mrs. Wiffle Waffle certainly does have it in for Mem Fox, just like she's picking on Aaron Blavey. Well, that is not true, so I'm going to stop you right now before you think any more on that one. I do not have anything in for Mem Fox or that other fellow, Aaron Blavey, but as I've said before, I'm going to tap my button. If it's a rubbish story and I think so, then I'm going to say it. Now, I love simple stories, but this is just too simple. It's not even a story at all. It's just horrible, and an absolute chore to read. So I'm not a fan of that one. But then again, as I've said many times before, if you want this book, if you've seen it, or you know someone who has it, then by all means go and purchase it if you want to. Of course, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But for me, a boring book, a tedious one, and an